Jeffrey Epstein is a man of no small renown. He's a man of conviction, a loving husband and father. He touched the lives of so many kids that it's really hard to keep count. But not only that, he was also a man of culture. You see, with the Epstein files now finally released mostly, we've now learned that he's a man who enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's and Winnie the Pooh. So, suffice to say, it's not hard or a real big conspiracy to think that he also probably enjoyed My Little Pony. And that's the big question for today, is if Jeffrey Epstein was a pony, what would it be? What is Jeffrey Epstein's Ponysona? Today we're going to be trying to answer that question. I know it's a question a lot of us are thinking about, and I don't want to answer the question as what would Jeffrey Epstein look like if he was a pony. No. I want to know what he would want to be as a pony. We need to understand Jeffrey Epstein on a personal level. We need to get into his head. And to do that, we need to do a little bit of research. Jeffrey Epstein was a financier. He had parties on his island, his own private island, had a temple. He had a lot of people come over. He was a fun man to be around, And in Nick Fuentes' terms,
Jeffrey Epstein was probably so cool. Like, he was probably the coldest, coolest guy you know.
So that's the background of Jeffrey Epstein. He's definitely more of a noble class of pony. So that would classify him under probably a unicorn. I think that would be most suiting of him. Another thing that we all know about Jeffrey Epstein is that he really loved Israel. Israel was his favorite country, besides the United States, of course. So we have to incorporate Israel into his Ponysona just a little bit. Another thing I found out while scrolling on Instagram Reels is that apparently he only likes white people. Based, honestly. That's really cool. So we have to take that into account when creating his Ponysona. I was originally thinking about giving him a cutie mark, but then I remembered, he liked him young. So having a cutie mark would be a bit too old to go onto his private island, Another thing about Jeffrey Epstein is that he used to like to play dress up a lot, so I decided to add a little loincloth or something to his Ponysona. Give him like a little bit of Greek, you know what I mean? Like what those like gay people in Greece used to wear. Yeah, I think he would like that in his Ponysona. So suffice to say, these are all the elements I think Jeffrey Epstein would truly enjoy. And after a couple of sketches, I finally decided to actually, draw it out. So here it is, guys, the big reveal. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Is this erasing everything? Oh, never mind. Hold on. We gotta fix this. All right, take two. Here it is, guys, the big reveal. Oh, shoot, look at that corner. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. That's so awesome. Now, I know I was saying, oh, I gotta make her white, but, you know, it didn't look that good, you know, white. So I just decided to make her pink. I gave her a little bow because I think Jeffrey Epstein would really like that. I gave her the little cloth thing. I figured that Jeffrey Epstein might like that too. You know, I made her mane the Israeli flag colors, you know. Figured, you know, he would really enjoy that. You know, after looking at this pony for a bit longer, I realized that this is it's just G1 Twilight. It's just G1 Twilight. Oh man. But that's okay, that's okay. Listen, it's hard to create your own original character, especially based off a pedophile. So, you know, I tried my best, guys. I tried my best. Now, I do want to make one thing very clear. As much as this video is a joke, I also want to address that, no, I don't support anything of Jeffrey Epstein. I think he should probably be crucified. I know that there's people out there saying, you know, he's dead. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein died. We all know he's in Israel. Let's be honest. We all know he's still alive. They don't just die off, guys. Come on now. The government's hiding too much. They're hiding. They're all working under the Illuminati. Saturn, the planet Saturn, the evil Saturn planet. Oh, the Lucifer, they're demon worshippers. They're demon worshippers. They're trying to summon Satan. You know, as much as I like to make fun of that, I think it's actually probably true. Unfortunately, you know, the best we can do as a public, as the American people, you know, or as the people of the world as a whole, is to, I don't know, just pray to Jesus or whoever you find as inspiration. These are some very interesting times we live in. Actually, not really. I think pedophilia has always been a pretty big problem throughout history. But anyway, that was Jeffrey Epstein's Ponysona. Isn't she adorable? I'm gonna call her Epona. Joey, Epona's the name of the horse from Shut up. Okay? Shut up. I think Epona is a great name for this pony. I mean, it combines Epstein and pony. Epona. Like, it's a great name. I think it's the best. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please, like, comment, and subscribe. I don't think I've ever said that before. That's new. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alrighty, bye-bye.